Hey, hello. It's me, Seahawks fan back. Sorry, it's been a long off season. I know we are all excited to get back to football. Some things I missed probably from April till now from the draft. I've been absent. First thing I want to talk about is the quarterback battle in Seattle. You got Javaris Jackson coming back. Drafted Russell Wilson, rookie quarterback. We got him in the draft, and big free agency acquisition of Matt Flynn, which I think is a huge deal. But what surprises me is that they are letting Javaris Jackson apparently take first-team reps starting in training camp. So he will be the starter in training camp in the preseason, apparently, which is weird. Why would you go in free agency and spend so much money on Matt Flynn when you're going to start Javaris Jackson? Don't get me wrong. Javaris Jackson is an okay quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's a great athlete. But Matt Flynn studied under Aaron Rodgers, who studied under Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, awesome quarterback, and Matt Flynn was there, I think, 3 or 4 years. So just to not start Aaron Rodgers is understudy. Matt Flynn is just a great quarterback, and to go into training camp as just already naming a starter going into training camp, it baffles me because it's ridiculous. They signed him to an overall of 3 years for $26 million overall with the bonus, and I heard $10 million of that was guaranteed, so that's a little bit stupid. I guess the battle at this point is between Javaris Jackson and Matt Flynn. Russell, he's not even in it. He's going to be third string this year, no matter what. He's a rookie. I think he was taken in the 5th or 4th round. No, he's not going to get second string. He's not going to get first string. We'll see what happens in the next 3 years. What goes on with Javaris Jackson, what goes on with Matt Flynn, or future drafts. Could we get another quarterback? Who knows? Chris Clemens missed minicamp, which was mandatory, and he was fined. Chris Clemens, defensive end, who led us in sacks for the past 2 seasons with 11 sacks in each season. Probably one of our most important defensive players. Rejected a contract offer. Also, not only that, he missed minicamp, which was mandatory. A lot of people think it's due to the fact of drafting defensive end Bruce Irvin in the 15th overall in the first round, actually. Everybody thinks he's whining about this. I guess Chris Clemens is worried about his job. I don't know why he would be. Of course, this is a rookie, even though he's a first-round draft pick. This is a rookie. Chris Clemens is a great defensive end, and Chris, if you're watching, you need to stop whining. Take a good contract. Take the extension. This is actually his last season in Seattle. This is his last year in his contract, and he rejected the extension. So they're going to have to get that done soon if Clemens, nobody even knows if Clemens is coming to training camp right now. So if he does not come, our defensive line is going to be hurt tremendously, and we had an overall ranked defense in the whole NFL of 8th. And that was just tremendous for the Seahawks last season.
Ooh, where are we going?
We have to look at the fact that Chris Clemens, if he's not there, we will be hurt tremendously on defense.
Attention! I like your hair. Still hungry.
So, if the rookie Bruce Irvin starts,
I guess 180.
I don't know how that's going to work out. Our line's going to be weak.
I'm 95% helium.
You know, it's Chris. If you're watching again, probably not, but
what'd you win that for?
Just take the contract. Okay, we need you on the line. Third subject is, we'll see what happens. Most likely, he will be there by training camp. I think he's just trying to freak people out, get them a little bit scared, I think he's just whining. I think he's just being a brat at this point. But he needs to take the contract. I think they were offering him a contract that was going to extend about 2 or 3 seasons, and it was gonna have 6 million, 6 something million a season. So that's pretty good. For a player of his caliber, I mean, that's about in the ballpark. If he wants more, I don't know why he would. New uniforms. I'm not too crazy about them. I like the helmet. I like they now have a white specks going down the center of the helmet. They could join the birds in the back of the helmet. I like the new helmet. Love the new helmet, really. I think it's sick. But the new pants, they're cool. I like the new away uniform, but the new home, I think they should have made the home one different. I wrote them a letter to change it, maybe. I mean, I'll always love this uniform the best, you know, because it represented the 05 Seahawks, which, in my opinion, is the best Seahawk team of all time. NFC champions. That Super Bowl was stolen from us with bad calls. I remember watching it. I was about 12. I think, yeah, I was 12, or 11, getting ready to turn 12. I remember it. Remember watching it at my uncle's house, and it was a ridiculous game. I looked at the calls and what the score would have been. Anyway, it's not the subject, but new uniforms. Love the new helmet.
There's Quagmire. Thanks, honey. Say hi to your husband.
You know, but again, I'll always love the new uniforms we've had for the past 10 seasons.
What time do you suppose it is, Brian? I don't know, about
because of the fact it represented players like Sean Alexander, Matt Hasselbeck, Daryl Jackson, John Randall, you know, the 05 Seahawks, strong, Trufant, you know, just great Seahawks represented in that uniform. So that's basically it. Pete Carroll, Pete Carroll, head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. 2 seasons left on his coaching contract, apparently. Now he's been great at defense.
Where does it go? It gets beamed to another dimension.
He's great at defense, but I'm telling you this right now. Everybody's not going to keep taking a poor offense. We were ranked 28th in offense last season, about 28, I believe. That's what they said on NFL Total Access. But they were ranked 8th in defense. That's nice in the whole NFL, but 28th overall in the whole NFL. They were ranked 28th in offense. That's terrible. Javaris Jackson threw for a little bit over 3,000 yards. I think he missed like 2 games. But you got to look at the offense like this. I think Mike Wallace was burdened with injuries last season. I live in Virginia, so I don't get many Seahawk games. I try to do the best I can with the computer and stats I read. Sidney Rice, I believe, was injured for most of it. But, you know, if we can keep those wide receivers healthy, our offensive line steps up. And they put Matt Flynn in there to start, because I believe Matt Flynn will do something for us. Again, another backup. Coming from Green Bay, sounds like Matt Hasselbeck. I'm just saying, another backup coming from Green Bay. I think he's going to do something. So I think we should give Matt Flynn a chance. Javaris Jackson, he didn't show anything in Minnesota.
Want to get the rock out of here?
You know, he's a good backup. He's a backup. That's all I'm going to leave it at. Wilson. I don't think Wilson's going to do anything in the NFL. If he does, at best, I think he'll be a backup. You know, you don't expect a lot from players like that. But, you know, he could end up surprising you. You know, because I think somebody was saying on NFL that more undrafted free agents and late round draft picks are in the Hall of Fame than first round overall draft picks. So a lot more. So we'll have to see how it goes on. But in my opinion, Russell Wilson will not do anything. At best, he will be a backup. This season, quarterback will be most likely Russell Wilson at 3rd string, Javaris Jackson at 2nd string, and I think Matt Flynn at 1st string. They are stupid. I think they are going to put him there. I don't know why they're doing this to everybody, but I'm definitely sure they're going to put Matt Flynn at that starting position. He's younger. He was studied under Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why they are starting Javaris Jackson. Don't know why. This is going to hurt the Seahawks tremendously. going in training camp. So they don't do something in the first week of training camp, and Matt Flynn, they're saying he has to prove himself. I think he's already proven himself. Understudy of Aaron Rodgers. And the stuff that he showed in games in Green Bay when he backed up Aaron Rodgers was awesome. Awesome quarterback. We saw great things from him. Again, studied under Aaron Rodgers, who studied under Brett Favre. Brett Favre, probably the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL. I know I'm a Seahawks fan, but, you know, look at his stats.
I told you it hasn't been fully tested yet. Well, we can't
You have to start Matt Flynn. You wouldn't sign him to this 3-year deal if you weren't going to start him and see how he's doing. If they don't start him coming out in the beginning of the season, let's say they do. Let's say they do put Javaris Jackson at starter for the whole preseason, and they put him at starter for the first 2 games of the season, and he does terribly. They decide to put in Matt Flynn. Now, does that sound like a last year Redskins situation? Because I actually see Redskins games, and there was a thing between Rex Grossman and John Beck, and that worked out terribly. Redskins did terribly, Rex Grossman did terribly, and John Beck did terribly. So it will just hurt the team. It will just hurt the team. It will hurt them. Put in Matt Flynn. Picaro, if you're watching, put in Matt Flynn. This is ridiculous. That's it. Till next time, probably about mid-July, we'll see going in near training camp. I'll come back with some new news. See what's going on with Chris Clemens and that whole situation. Marshawn Lynch, great season this year, this past season. I think he is in the top 50 on the top 100 players of this year. I know Aaron Rodgers was ranked first, so I think he's like 50th, 52nd in the top 100 players this season. I don't really know. I try to watch NFL Network as much as I can. So, you know, hopefully we'll do good. With this schedule coming up this season, I'll have the schedule coming into July. I mean, it's already out, but, you know, this video is getting long, so I will have that schedule for you. I know we got to go against New England. I know we got to go against the Packers, so that's, so I already say, guys, that's 2 definite losses right there. 2 dominant teams. So we'll see what happens, but you know, we got a rough schedule this year from when I was looking at it. I was looking at this magazine, and from the schedule, I think we're looking at maybe a 7-9 or an 8-8, drawing dead at 8-8. What I hate most of all, though, is they're already putting the 49ers winning the division, and that makes me mad. And NFL Live, no, NFL 32 had this thing on there saying, you know, the 49ers aren't exactly the favorite to win it yet. They had the Seahawks on there, and they were talking about how the Seahawks have a great chance. So we go 8-8. We just win one of those important games, and we go 9-7, and we hope that the 49ers do terribly. I doubt the Cardinals would do anything. Doubt it. Highly doubtful. Cardinals will do nothing.
I love the draw. You know, it's really inspiring to me. I was always
Seahawks might win the division. If we can win the division again, it might be another I believe 2010 situation where we had the worst playoff team record of all time of 7-9, I believe. We went to the playoffs. We beat the Saints, and, you know, the former Super Bowl, the defending Super Bowl champs, the Saints, and a lot of people were shocked. And maybe this time we'll go all the way. But till next time, I'll see you again. Please comment. Please watch my video. Let me know you're watching. If you want to subscribe, I'll come out with new news about maybe when the season starts, probably every 2 weeks to a week and a half. Probably every week I'll come out with new news. But until then, I'll be coming out with it probably every half month, probably every 2 weeks to a month. So till next time, have a good one, and some of your comments and who you think will win the quarterback position this season out of Russell Wilson, Matt Flynn, and Javaris Jackson, and if Chris Clemens will be coming back. Alright, and if you like the new uniforms, thank you, and thanks for watching, and subscribe and comment. Thank you. Bye.